In 2012, I came to Orange Beach, chose the vacation rental industry, and thought this would be a good place to live and a good place to work. And the timing was perfect. The real estate market decided to come back from the Great Recession at that time. And so in 2012, we moved into an office down here, and we opened a coffee shop, and we invited people to come by for coffee. And we started talking to people about managing their property. Had a good thing or two happen along the way. And in 2013, we wound up managing a small group of 83 properties. Our team has been steady through the years. We've grown.
Randy and I have been here I've been here 12 years. Of course, he's been here for 13, but the core people in our company are still here. We have a lot of employees that have been with us for 6, 7, 8 years. Just in the past several years, we've gained several hundred properties.
We're very fortunate. There are a lot of people who've trusted us with their property, and that means that you grow as a company. And when you grow, you have new responsibilities, and there's new things to do, there's more to do, and the team has to grow with it.
What Liquid Life was 2 years ago was already incredible. And in the last 2 years, the amount of high caliber individuals and just good quality people that we've added to the teams have really helped.
We were able to get to a size where we specialize in things versus worrying about wearing 10 different hats and trying to do all things. We have people dedicated to specific roles that enhance the guest stay experience, the owner experience.
They came to us with hospitality degrees, an understanding of the hospitality business, maybe from hotel, but it was an easy switch. And so we've assembled a really solid team.
I've seen a lot of different changes in a lot of different departments. So for example, in revenue management, me and Randy and Holly, we're kind of working on that together. Since then, we developed an entire team for revenue management, which is great. It allows us to beat the market in occupancy in our ADR and our RevPAR, revenue per available rental night. I've seen us go from only hosting on our own website in Verbo to now we're across several different OTA platforms like Airbnb and Booking.com.
I started about a year ago, and at that time we were about 325, 350 properties. Now we're at 700 plus, and that was just over a year's time span. Our team has grown from 4 to, if you count the extent team, we're about 10 plus. So we are growing, and calls are definitely increasing because our inventory is increasing. And I truly feel as if we have an opportunity for any type of guest that wants to come down to the beach.
We're not stopping. We're going to continue striving to be at premium. We just opened our second laundry in Gulf Shores, which is increasing our capacity significantly, and is a huge part of the way that we choose to run our business and allowing us to own the whole process. And we have hit this point where owners are incredibly excited to be joining our company. The amount of owners that have reached out in the last 2 years interested in joining the program is pretty remarkable.
When you hit your goal and you're running a really quality organization, people just tell people, and owners refer owners, and more realtors refer owners, and that leads to some growth opportunities for us as a company, and we've decided to embrace those.
Next 2 to 5 years, I feel like we're going to be in a spot where we're continuing to grow, but we're growing the right way. We're growing where owners still feel like they are one of one and not one of 100, one of 1,000.
I think a growing company is a healthy company. If we aren't growing, that means we're not doing something right. Like you said, healthy, sustained growth. There's 16,000 different units down here. We're not even to 10% of that. I think maybe that's a goal, get to 10%, 1,600 by 2025. No, 2035, sorry. Who knows, but it just continues on a slow pace, slow growth, and means we're doing something right.
At the level of units that we have right now, we're on pace to host over 24,000 families this year in a Liquid Life unit. My hope is that the number of families where we can provide an incredible vacation to continues to grow, so that instead of that number being 125,000 over the next 5 years, maybe that's 200,000, maybe that's 300,000 families where we get to help them have a fantastic vacation, help them enjoy time on the beach with their families, and have the Liquid Life premium experience in those units. And in order to do that, we've got to grow. And we have the right teams, we have the right people, we have the right mindset and the right heart behind it to be able to continue to fuel that growth, to allow us to increase that number from 24,000 families each year that we're hosting to 30, 40, 50.